Since we've been back on Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, guys, but we got our girl Dark Magician Girl here, everything looking all pretty, but we're gonna get into it today, and today is gonna be a synchro tutorial for, well, not really synchro tutorial, but a synchron deck tutorial 101. So we're gonna go ahead and hop right into it. And we're gonna check the deck editing. Now I have a bunch of decks here, a bunch of synchro decks. One of them I like is this one. Now I don't use this deck too much in online play because you got your spirals, and then you got your sky strikers. You got other type of decks which makes it hard to go against. Sometimes you'll win, you'll get lucky, you'll be surprised. Sometimes you'll win, sometimes you won't. But this is my deck, so we run one Battle Fader, 2 Doppel Warriors, 2 Jet Synchrons, 1 Junk Defender, 1 Junk Forward, 1 Junk Servant, 3 Junk Synchrons, 3 Synchron Explorers, 2 Rush Warriors, 2 Quibble Hedgehogs, 3 Quick Draw Synchrons. We also got 2 Tuning Wares, so that's all for the monsters. And then spells, I run 2 Dark Holes. You don't really have to, but that's what I choose to do, is run 2 Dark Holes. Monster Reborn for obvious reasons. MST, I would say run 2, but I only have the 1 for right now, unfortunately. Rikiki, now this one helps out because before, I remember this card used to be banned, but it can also get rid of a bunch of monsters your opponent controls easily, so I like this card to use. Reinforcement to get warriors into my hand, whether it's Doppel Warrior or Junk Synchron or any of my junk monsters mainly. Swords, in case I don't get what I need right away, you know, it gives me 3 turns to protect me, hopefully, if they don't destroy the card. Synchro Blast Wave, that helps out a lot. If I control a synchro monster, I can target one monster and destroy it. Tuning, now I have 3 of these, but I recommend running 2, especially for the type of deck that I'm running, because I only have 3 quick draws, 2 jets, and 3 junk synchrons. That's not a whole lot of tuners, that's only like 8 tuners, so that's why I recommend running 2 instead of 3, especially because once you activate it, it sends the top card of your deck to the graveyard, and it could be a tuner very easily, or it could be any card, but for me, with my luck, it's usually a tuner. But usually I'm able to bring it back, you know, with Synchron Explorer or Junk Synchron, you know, depending on what level it is, all that good stuff. So then we got 2 Call to Hundreds, 3 Mirror Forces, 1 Stardust Flash, which, yeah, I don't really draw this card too much, so it doesn't get a whole lot of play in it. I might change it, I might not, I don't know yet. Stardust Respark, this is actually a card that actually, believe it or not, has bailed me out of a lot of duels. Because all it does, when an opponent special summon monster declares a direct attack, if its attack is greater than or equal to your life points, which means if I'm pretty much losing the duel, I can negate that attack, draw a card, and then special summon a Stardust monster from my extra deck or graveyard. And usually when this happens, my guy right here, where is he? Stardust Charge Warrior, or one of my stars, either both in the graveyard or one is still in the extra deck. So that's a good card, that's why I keep Stardust Respark in there. Even though I don't draw it too much, but when I do, it helps me out a lot. And then for the extra deck right here, we got Cell Synchron, Black Rose Dragon, Drill Warrior, Formula Synchron, Jet Warrior, Junk Archer, Junk Speeder, for obvious reasons, you know, get a bunch of those tuners out very fast, especially when you bring out Junk Speeder. Junk Warrior, Nitro, Road Warrior helps out with a lot of plays. It definitely helps out if you're trying to get out Quasar. So that's why I run Road Warrior. Shooting Quasar, run one of him, run the Charge Warrior Stardust, and 1 TG Hyper Librarian. And also Turbo Warrior, I forgot him. Turbo Warrior actually does help out, you know, for those synchros that I go against. Might switch that, maybe, but it helps me a little bit. So that's pretty much the synchro deck. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna show off the deck just for a little bit in a challenge. So we're gonna go to, let's go Arc 5. Let's go Arc 5, let's go against a synchro user. We're gonna go against Jack Atlas. So we're gonna use our synchro deck and try it out so I can show you guys what I'm thinking and pretty much how I use the deck, how I like to use the deck, or different ways you can use this, different combos. Now, like I said, I don't recommend running this deck and online mode, if you're playing Legacy of the Duelist, Link Evolution. If you're doing it online, I don't recommend playing it too much, because you do have your other decks, like I said, Spiral, Sky Striker. Sometimes you'll see Six Samurai. But on here, this is cool. Have no idea what he's running in challenges, but at least this will give me time to walk through it. So right now, no tuners. First thing I'm gonna do is play Swords of Reveal Light, give me that 3 turns to hopefully come up with something. And then what I do, since I'm going first, I like to play defense. So I'm just gonna set Jump Defender, which his effect, if I get attacked directly, I can special summon him, or if my opponent attacks that card, I can activate it, give it 300 defense, which is 2100 defense, which is pretty good. And then all I'm gonna do is just set 1 card, because I got Mirror Force, and then hold on to the rest of my hand. So that's usually what I like to do with my first turn, because if I don't have no tuners or anything, I usually like to play defense right off the bat. So that's just me. So my opponent is playing True Draco. So this is actually going to be tough, right, with a Synchro deck, because I had no idea what deck he was going to run. And since he's running True Draco, we are probably going to struggle. And there goes my monsters. Yeah, there goes 2 of my cards, actually. But luckily we have Mirror Force, so we can get rid of that, hopefully. Actually, no, we can't because of the True Draco's effect, which is unfortunate. So, let me read this effect. Unaffected by the effects of cards with the same card type, monster, spell, and or trap as the original card type of the card attributed for a tribute summon. So it's unaffected by all cards. It's unaffected because it uses a monster, it uses a trap, and it uses a spell card. So it's unaffected by all that, which is fine. So that means I can't play Darkhold on it or anything. But I can buy time by playing Swords or Light. And all I'm doing is just playing some more defense. Now I didn't know that my opponent was gonna run True Draco. If I did, I would use a completely different deck. But that's what challenges gets for you. You know, you never know what your opponent's gonna run. So this could go south very fast. And you know, this just to show you that Synchros aren't always gonna be fast. Sometimes you'll get slow decks, sometimes you'll get slow hands. And he's unaffected by Swords. I just thought about that because that was not a good play. So he's actually unaffected by Swords, so Swords is not even going to bother him. He just turned to a complete savage. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to hope for the best, play set Call the Haunted, and see if we can just survive at this point, because like I said, I didn't think we were going to really play against True Dracos. If I did, I would use my my Supreme King deck. That would have taken care of it for the most part. So yeah, we're just gonna take the damage here. Hopefully we can draw a tuner or something, you know, to help us out. At least a level 1 tuner so I can get out Jump Speeder. Because I gotta figure out a way to pretty much take him out. So we do draw a tuner, but it's quick draw. Unfortunately, we can't even get quick draw out. So we're gonna lose the duel, which is all good. We're gonna go ahead and back out of that game. And what we're gonna do is let's do a campaign one. Let's do a campaign. Campaign ones are usually a little bit easier. So pretty much go back to the same thing, Art 5. See if we can go against Jack again. If I can find him. So pretty much go against Jack again. But oh wait, that's wrong. Okay, yep. So pretty much go against Jack again. Use Synchro. And he's pretty much going to be using his Synchro deck, I believe, on this one, and not True Dracos. And that's like another thing you'll probably run into on, especially on Legacy of the Duelist. Link Evolution, you'll probably run into True Dracos as well. Luckily, I haven't ran into them too much, but then usually they don't give you too much of a problem. Usually Spirals and, like I said, Sky Strikers give me problems. Sometimes I can beat Sky Striker with a Synchro deck. It all depends on my opponent. No, there we go. Now he's running his regular Resonator deck, which I thought he was going to run, but I was wrong. So that's unfortunate, but you know, you live and you learn. That's usually how it is in Yu-Gi-Oh. This time we actually have a pretty good hand, and I'm going to just play Tuning right off the back. So I already have Quick Draw. I have my Rush Warrior two very important parts. And I also have jump forward, so I can special summon him because I don't control any monsters. So what I'm gonna do in this scenario, I could go Jet Synchron and use him, or I could go Jump Synchron. So usually what I do in this situation, you can combo off of either or. So I'm gonna use Jet Synchron as an example. Throw away a card, so unfortunately the Mirror Force. Then we're gonna special summon Jump Forward. So now we got Jump Forward on the field, level 3. Then we can do this. I'm gonna send Jet to the graveyard, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you guys why in a second. So with Jet in the graveyard now, I can play his effect, which I can send one card from my hand to the graveyard, and this doesn't count discarding. It's just sending a card from the hand to the graveyard. I'm gonna send one Rush Warrior there to special summon Jet Synchron. Now if I synchro summon using Jet Synchron, it gets banished. Cool. So now I'm gonna just summon the other Rush Warrior, because you know we have to have enough to synchro or whatever. And now this is where it gets pretty easy. I'm a synchro summon Stardust Charge Warrior so I can draw another card. That's what I'm going to do. The Jet would get discarded. I mean, not discarded, banished. And you know, this because of the whole rules and everything, Master Rule 5, I can put this anywhere I want to. I'm gonna put it up here. And we can go ahead and draw a card. So now we get Jump Synchron, cool. No problems with that. And now for next turn, because I think 2 turns ahead when I do Synchrons. Now for next turn, if I summon Jump Synchron, I can bring out pretty much Rush Warrior, Synchro, use Rush Warrior's effect, get Jump Synchron back to my hand. That's what I usually do. So now, he probably has a trap to activate or anything, but we're gonna try him and see if he does or not, or if he's bluffing. He's not. So he doesn't have anything. He takes 1,400 points of damage, end turn. And usually with most of the Resonators, they can't be destroyed by battle right away. They usually take 2 monsters to kill it or whatever. And then usually you can get them out pretty fast. You have higher monsters or other Resonator monsters that can change levels. They're pretty good cards. So what I'm gonna do, instead of summoning Jet Synchron like we talked about, I could summon Jet Synchron and bring out Black Rose. Reason why I'm not gonna do that, because if I blow up all the cards, he can have anything in the back row that can negate that, and then pretty much I'm at a loss because I done used up all my monsters and my normal summon for a turn, and now I'm left with his quick draw on the field in defense mode. Don't want that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm summon Jump Synchron, then play the effect like we talked about, do Rush Warrior. Now this is where things get a little bit fun. I can do so many things off of this. I can go to Junk Archer, I can go to Accel Synchron, I go to Junk Speeder, or I can go Hyper Librarian. I'm gonna go Junk Speeder to get the more tuners out on the field. Because the goal of this deck is obviously to get out Quasar. That's the goal. It could be any monster, to be honest with you. It could be shooting I think a Cosmic Blazar Dragon or something like that. It could be shooting Quasar. It could be pretty much, it could even be a Tech Genius monster if you want it to be. But you gotta have that one boss monster in the deck to try to get out. That's your goal. That's usually most goals of most decks. Some decks have different conditions, which is okay, you know, it just depends on which way you're comfortable playing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and activate Rush Warrior's effect. Actually no, I'm gonna save Rush Warrior's effect, because now if I can use Quick Draw, I preferably want him, but if not, we'll probably just use the Jump Synchron, and then I'm just synchro summon Stardust. And I'm gonna do Stardust, which is also good. You get the level 8, which you get the nice animation. Cool. So that's his Cosmic Flare. Now I'm gonna do Rush Warrior, banish one of the Rush Warriors because you only can activate one a turn, get one of my Jump Synchrons, and then when I summon him out on the field now, I could potentially do another level 5, which is I can go to my cell Synchron right over here, and then I can change his level and potentially possibly bring out Quasar, or I can bring out another Synchro monster, or I can just single summon level 5 and call it a day. So right now he's playing defense. I'm gonna go into attack with Stardust, see if he has anything. He probably doesn't. So we just pretty much got rid of his monsters. Now it's his turn. So right now things are looking good. And you know, it's kind of like a time process. Yes, you can get out a bunch of Synchro monsters depending on what hand you have. Sometimes you won't have a good hand, as you guys saw in the last duel. So you just have to be very careful with that. Also, I played Synchrons for a while. So that's why I usually kind of figure out ways around things with using them. Right, and it used to be a pretty good deck when Quasar was first introduced, and then now you know how things are with Yugioh now. Kind of not the best deck in the world, so which is fine, you know. So what I'm gonna do now is summon the Junk Synchron, and I'm just gonna bring out. I'm probably gonna bring out a level 5 monster, maybe not. Let's see what I'm feeling. So I can go Hyper, I can go Excel. Me personally, I'm gonna go Excel. I could go Archer just to banish the monster, but I'm gonna go Excel. Now we gotta sell out. Cool. So we gotta sell out. I'm gonna play Rush Warriors effect again. Bring back Jump Synchron. And now I can do a lot. I actually can't do too much here. I want to say I could do a lot, but I actually can't do too much, which is fine. So right now, what I could do is send one Synchron monster from my deck to the graveyard, increase the level, or reduce the level. I could Synchro summon that way, or I could just take out his monsters. Let's see what to do. I could try Synchro summoning for Hyper Librarian or Black Rose, but I'm not gonna do that. And since my opponent's monsters are pretty low, we're actually gonna push these guys into attack position. I usually don't do this too much. I try not to be too aggressive with the lower monsters. But for the sake of time, purposes, and everything, we try to get the video, you know, try and get the video done as quick as possible. I'll also show you guys what Synchros can do. So I pretty much just took out all his monsters with that. And I don't recommend ever attacking with the lower monsters like Quick Draw or Cell Synchro. You know, they're only there to Synchro the higher monsters. Unless you have nothing left and, you know, or try to go for the quick kill, or, you know, certain situations, yes, but I would never recommend doing that. So, you know, I'm gonna just summon Battle Fader. Usually don't, but because we have the advantage, you know, why not? Summon him out, get a Synchro out on the field, Drill Warrior. I could choose either one, it doesn't matter. So now we got Drill Warrior on the field. So he's out on the field. I'll just play a Cell just cause. And I'm actually going to reduce his level. So I'm gonna do it by Synchron Explorer, why not? So now he's level 3. And right now I'm just going to attack because I can't do too much. Actually could attack with Quick Draw, but never know. I don't want to end up taking damage. So now that was pretty good card. He actually activated Reject Reborn. In the battle phase, when I clear an attack, he can special summon a tuner or a Synchro monster from the graveyard. He doesn't have a tuner, or well, he has a tuner, but he doesn't have a Synchro monster in there, so that's fine. I'm gonna activate Drill Warrior's effect. One reason why I recommend doing this, if you can, sometimes you won't be able to, is because with Drill Warrior you can banish it, and when it comes back on your standby phase, not only you get Drill Warrior, but you get a monster from your graveyard to your hand. If you can do that, sometimes opponents will negate that, and won't allow you to not even target the graveyard or anything. So it just really depends. Right there, he actually just used the resonator to gain 2,500 life points. Now he's gonna synchro summon. He gets Red Wyvern out. Now he's going for his Synchros, like I thought he would. See, it took him a minute because his deck is a little bit different. But you get Drill Warrior out. And now I can add whatever I want to my hand. I'm gonna choose Synchron Explorer. So now I'm gonna try to lower his level again. Lower it by 2, so now he's gonna be a level 1 monster. That's what we want. I can play Jet Synchron, which, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Play Jet Synchron, get rid of Quick Draw. Now we got monsters on the field. Now I can Synchro summon Black Rose, which I'm not gonna use my Tuna monster, I'm gonna use Jet. And now we got Black Rose on the field. Cool. Not gonna activate her effect, not yet. So let's see what Red Wyvern does. For any player turn, if a monster with higher attack than a Synchro monster card is on the field, you can destroy one face-up monster on the field that has the highest attack. Okay, don't have to worry about that because we have starters, thank goodness. So, what I'm gonna do for this situation is bring out Junk Archer so I can banish that. So, call Synchron Explorer, play his effect, then get out Quick Draw. And this one didn't really have to worry about bringing out Quasar for this duel, which is fine by me. You know, Quasar is already hard enough to get out in certain situations. Sometimes you need a good hand, especially without having Level Eater, since Level Eater is banned, unfortunately. You gotta come up with different ways, which, you know, it's doable. So I'm gonna banish that. He's gonna play the effect. I'm gonna play Stardust effect, negate all that. And we should still have enough attack to win the duel. So Drill Warrior, all these monsters. Oh wait, no, he got that card. I forgot. Actually, no, I didn't. Hold up. Let me see. Red Mirror. When a opponent monster declares an attack, oh, he can just add to it. Okay, so we're good. He just adds to the hand. I thought he was able to negate the attack or something. Okay, that's fine. So now enough to swing for game, end the duel like we thought, and we win the game there, guys. So like I said, with Synchros, they're not really too much, you know, they're not a favorite anymore. They used to be a favorite for other reasons as we get the little cutscenes from the story. This is all good. So Synchros, you know, they're pretty good. You know, they're about levels and everything, and you know, utilize that extra space, you know, because it's not just for Link monsters. You know, you can use it for Fusion, Synchros, XE, especially for Junk Speeder. You know, you can use that, and then for running out of space, you know, use that extra zone, and then you can bring out other Synchros. So there's a lot of ways you can do with it. I enjoy the deck, like for fun purposes, but for competitive purposes, can't talk. You would want to use a different deck, obviously. But if you guys like this type of content, you know, like and subscribe for more. And, you know, share this video with your friends and family and everything, guys. You know, we're trying to grow together. And guys, stay safe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.